They start on the ground here at Sanders. And not the start he was hoping for there. So maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brings it 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a 1st down. Pretty ideal right there. Keep it yourself, get the 1st down, and get the heck out of bounds.
And knowing him, I believe he's thinking, I can get a few more yards if I just lower my shoulder. But he also hears that second voice in his head. His head coach and probably his agent, too, saying, get out of bounds, man. Don't do that.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back in the 40-yard line.
Hey, Kash. Check.
Second down, back to Sanders. And some room to run now. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. That good for 19 on a first down.
That's how you get run up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Eagles first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Dixie Maverick. Trap 50.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are on the board first here in Vegas. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-2.
Makes the score Eagles 7.
Now look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Cousins gives way to Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Picking up 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Cook is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. Again, it's Cook, and this time he'll run into a wall right at the 4-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd and goal for Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overramped. Others say, I've got a 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
On second down, it's Cook again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now 3rd down and 6.
Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Liking 18. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Working with a 2nd and 3. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time, maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better. Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Cousins now to throw on first down. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu, 67 yards. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
70. Go. 55.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he stopped immediately there. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Check that, street. Hurt.
And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Running right, here's Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Cousins.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he's got some space here.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Cousins to throw it.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
The 40. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
So that a real wrench thrown in now for this offense. They're trying to make a game of this in the third quarter, but that is not going to help.
Yeah, partner, probably should have used a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you can lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Kanedawagu now out of his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
On 3rd down, Cousins escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Cousins on first down. Goes right back to Smith again. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They go right back to it for 20 and a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
5. Again, it's Cook. They find some open field here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powering them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
A first down throw for Cousins. That'll be complete to the running back, Nwangu. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. On 2nd down, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Working out of the gun, Cousins. It's caught, Smith.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Field goal, a 35-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I'll give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Check, contact, check, contact.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Darius Smith on the stop. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Look at 19. Happy Lions. 60 Bison.
Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Warriors 70. Bronco switch, Bronco switch. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 18 tight end. Reload. Check pass, check pass.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Jalen Hurts. A loss of 4 yards. And it's 3 and out.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
To throw, Cousins. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Eluding the press. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Unlock line! Unlock line! Rig! Rig!
A give running left. It's Sanders. And a short gain here down to the 22. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. On the draw, here's Sanders. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 to 27.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. To throw on 2nd and 10. Cousins
drops this off with Nwangu.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
This defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick-6s, oh yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Well, someone is certainly having a big game, and while that sack doesn't quite have the splash of his pick-6 from earlier, you know he's thrilled to be making big plays during a great individual effort today.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. One last shot now for Cousins. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them this one is now planted.